The moment Irene stepped inside, her heart completely stopped. She couldn't believe her eyes. The tiny room she thought was just an old storage building had been transformed into a breathtaking fashion designing workshop, built just for her. Brand new sewing machines, embroidery machines, dressmaker dummies, measuring tapes, expensive scissors, threads, fabrics, everything she had spent years dreaming about, was right there, waiting for her. Even the walls inspired greatness, covered with beautiful fashion designs, and sitting quietly in one corner, was a brand new computer. Irene couldn't move. She stood there, completely speechless. Then Harold smiled, and softly said, "Everything in this room belongs to you." Those words broke something inside her. Before she realized what she was doing, she ran straight into Harold's arms, holding him tightly as tears rolled freely down her cheeks. "Thank you so much," she whispered through her tears. "But I can't accept this." Harold looked at her in surprise. "Why?" "Because this is too much. I haven't done anything to deserve all this." Harold smiled gently. "Do you have to earn kindness before someone helps you?" Irene lowered her head, unable to answer. "I did this because I wanted to. My plan started the very moment you gave those ladies your number at the party. I couldn't let you accept those orders without giving you the opportunity to succeed. So please, don't reject it, or all my effort will be wasted." Irene wiped away her tears. "Thank you so much, Harold. You've changed my life more than you'll ever know. I promise, one day, I'll repay every kindness you've shown me." Harold smiled, gently pulling her into another warm hug, while she quietly whispered, "Thank you," over and over again. Several minutes later, Irene slowly walked around the workshop, touching every machine, every tool, still unable to believe it was real. Everything she had dreamed of owning was finally hers. She smiled to herself, imagining the look on her mother's face, and Damien's reaction when they found out. Then she remembered something important. The orders. She quickly pulled out her phone, grabbed her notepad, and began replying to every customer, accepting every order, with a smile that refused to leave her face. Meanwhile, Harold arrived at Ivory's school. The little girl happily jumped into the car, smiling from ear to ear. "Where's Irene?" she asked immediately. Harold chuckled. "She's busy." "Busy with Nola?" "No. I wanted to surprise you. I turned the little flower house in the garden into Irene's very own fashion designing workshop." Ivory's eyes grew wide with excitement. "Really? Daddy, thank you." She couldn't stop smiling, because she knew exactly how much that gift meant to Irene. Back at the mansion, Irene had already started working. She carefully measured the fabrics, cut them perfectly, and began sewing with unbelievable speed. One dress, then another, then another. Before long, 5 beautiful dresses were already completed. Every stitch reminded her that dreams really do come true when someone believes in you. The payment alerts on her phone kept coming in, one after another. For the first time in a very long time, hope finally replaced fear. Her mother's surgery, Damien's school fees, everything suddenly felt possible again. Just then, "Irene." Ivory's cheerful voice echoed through the workshop. Irene immediately dropped what she was doing, rushed over, and wrapped the little girl in a warm hug, smiling brighter than she had in years. Later that afternoon, everyone gathered in the dining room. Harold couldn't stop admiring the way Irene still made time for Ivory, despite having so much work to do. "How's work going?" Harold asked with a smile. "Great, and thank you again," Irene replied sincerely. Harold laughed softly. "You've thanked me more times than I can count." Just then, Nola walked in, smiling excitedly. "Harold," she said, "Elijah is coming home. With your parents." And just like that, the peaceful moment was about to change forever. What do you think is about to happen? Drop it on the comment. Watch out for next episode.